And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to Asser and Odetta. Thank you for being the first one in with us this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra, special, big up, shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the garbage truck driver, very essential. Shout out to all the drivers. Shout out to everybody in their profession. Shout out to law enforcement personnel. Shout out to medical field personnel. Shout out to politicians, the one that have the people's best interest at heart. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to my AC brethren out there on the road doing this thing. And shout out to the crossing guard lady, even though school is not in session right now. Big up on yourself. Thank you for being here this morning. Here we are on another beautiful Friday morning. Just like that. Just like that, we're there again, right? You see how the time is flying by, right? The first day of summer has already passed. We are officially in summer of 2023. That means that anybody who said December to January of 2022, my New Year's resolution is to lose this extra 30 pounds and I'm going to have my summer body fit and fine, and you still running around with that extra 20, you still running around with that extra 20, 30 pounds, guess what? Summer is here. Summer is going to have to get what it get, man. Yeah. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. Don't bother go kill yourself either, right? Take it easy. Take it. Just know that not all things work out according to plan. And just start plan for summer of 2025 or summer of 2024. Something like that. Anyhow, we're here. We're giving thanks. We're feeling good this morning, up and feeling healthy and vibrant and all these things. I have blood in my cup this morning as I'm about to make this ritual. This blood comes from 2 chickens that I got from a neighbor who raised chickens. He's from Puerto Rico. And I know this is scary for a lot of people, but we do drink chicken blood in sacrifice. So this morning, as I dropped my mic, this this is this is some cold pressed watermelon juice, just straight watermelon juice from the watermelon that has millions of black seeds in it. Seeing that kind of watermelon juice. I found a man. I don't know. I was having this kind of urge for watermelon, for real fruits and vegetables. You know, real fruits will have real seed in them and them kind of thing. That I was kind of getting tired of seeing my fruits have no seeds and all these things. So I search and search, and lo and behold, I found a local farmer. And the local farmer sells both watermelons. Himself the one that have no seed, genetically modified, and then himself the one that full of black seed that I'm used to seeing from growing up. So I buy one from him. It's big and it's been in the fridge forever because I'm trying to finish it. And I can't finish it. So I eat some, I juice some, I share some with the picnic them. So here's to you this morning. Here's and cheers to your health. This is watermelon, not chicken blood. And no kubayaba huguzugu. None of that is gonna happen here this morning. Happen here this morning. Me know some man did ready, you know. Yes, SouFLo, tell them about the ancestors. Kubayaba, hugu. Yeah, no, we're not into that this morning. So I just some watermelon juice, me a sip. See? Some watermelon juice with a bit of ginger in it, my friend. Try that. Cheers to good health. Thanks to the Most High, we're still here. We're healthy and strong and feeling good. Fully guzo up. Big King Bigs. Some of them ready, you know. Some of them ready. Some of them was like, yes, I might kind of think this. No long me want to say something about this. See them, yeah. Hugu baga, haba. Yeah, huba haba kaba. Hugu zugo. Fully guzo up. No, sir, just me a little watermelon juice. So instead of tea this morning, I'm having juice. I've been up all morning. See? We got to big up some people. Chicken blood melon. Brother right, big up yourself. Chicken blood melon. If it's Andrew, I would try. Sawa? If it's Andrew, you would try. I love watermelon juice, says Audrey Wright. I always drink it, says Darlene Walter Riley. Me just did I go ask who we are sacrifice. Oh, that you say. So if it's Andrew, you would try. No, sir. Me not sacrifice nobody. Because them spirit realm, it works both ways. You understand? You're not all powerful in the spiritual realm. You out there sacrifice people, some them think they will blow back on you, and next thing you start lose family members and close loved ones left, right, and center. So not to go into a different conversation than what we are here to talk about, because I have a list for you this morning. Not to go too far off, but yeah, whatever you're doing, try to use it for good. See, I don't tell nobody how to live and what to believe in, but whatever you're doing, try to use it for good. Some people are convinced that ancient ways, like what we call obia or voodoo or whatever, they whooped that out of us, like how they whooped the kunta kinte out of us and had us saying, Toby, master, Toby. Toby. Some of us couldn't take more than one lick. Some of us didn't want no lick at all. As them raised the cat and nine, you were like, don't. I speak English. Perfect English, sir. Yes, sir. I've mastered it. But you've only been here for 2 weeks. Yes, sir. And I'm a fast learner, sir. You don't have to hit me. My name is Toby Smith. Yes, sir. Others, we were like, can't beat African out of me. What up? Oh, Kunta, water, oh, Kunta, water. We still have said Kunta until eventually they broke us down and we started saying, I don't want no more lick. Just call me whatever you want to call me. Kunta, Toby, Kunta, I'll be whatever you want to be. I can be Kunta on Monday and Toby on Tuesday. I can be Kunta right through or Toby right through. Anything you say, sir. Yeah, so we just start, So I went for it and they like, Kunta, aye. Oh, Toby, no more. I don't want no more. So then beat them thing they out of it. And then they demonized all those ancient ways from our ancestors because we were supposed to believe that we were savages in the bushes, hunting and eating each other. So we must have been thankful. Be thankful because slavery saved you. Otherwise, you would still be in grass skirts or running around naked with your teely knocking off your leg. and it's not so. Yeah. So whatever you gonna do, I don't knock people for what they do. Some people indulge in ancient ways. That's your business. But just make sure you're doing good with it. People are go church every day, dress up in a them nice suit, thumping their Bible on their side. Beer bad prayer, them pray for everybody else. Beer bad prayer, them pray. I hate Sister Marcia. I said, Jesus Christ, I can't stand her. God take her out of my sight. I don't know, early death, cancer, something like that. God, me know me wrong feet and me pray your forgiveness. But take kill her early, no man. I saw them still. So it doesn't matter what you're into, just use it for good. See, I don't believe in those things, says June O'Brien. Well, hey, different strokes for different folks. I'm not here to tell anybody what to believe in. I am not God. I am one grain of sand on the beach. You ever go to the beach and see sand? Me I grow 1 grain. So I'm here to figure out my space and my journey through this thing I call life, and that's it. I'm not here to dictate to anybody else, not even to my children. They'll find their own path as well. And hopefully some of my teachings guide them on their way to finding and discovering, them true self and their path. As long as you're out here being a loving, caring, kind person, respectful person, a respectable person as well at that, then I don't see anything else wrong with anything. Me don't care what you believe in or don't believe in. And don't care what I believe in or don't believe in either. I believe in a bag of things. But most of all, I believe in the Almighty God. So there you have it. Another drink to good health. Boy, that feel like it need like Korean if you're in it. So. Like a toops array and nephew in there. With a spice up in morning, yeah, but it's too early. No, nobody got call me drunkard. Anyhow, there we go. Miss My Marcia, Judah Bride says, yes, Ola at Divine O. Let's big up some people real quick and get into our topics. We have some pretty interesting topics this morning. The end of Ras Kitchen. That's one. the end of Ras Kitchen. I don't know if a lot of you pay attention to this channel on YouTube, but Ras Kitchen is like one of the biggest channels out of Jamaica. Actually, I think it probably is the biggest channel out of Jamaica. You have Ras Kitchen with Matthew and Ras Moko, and then everybody else in. There's been some discrepancies, some falling out, some things said, and all these things, and we're going to talk about it because it's gone public now, and everybody in the mix up handy passa passa. But I have words. You know how I do already, right? I try to put something constructive to it, even though we do start through the mess and we do play devil's advocate sometimes and be on both sides on these things, but eventually we get to something constructive. So we are going to do that with that this morning. Ras Kitchen is the end for them. Matthew and Ras Moko, we're going to talk about all that. The submarine that went down yesterday, we don't really want to talk about that. I just want to say that all the occupants are dead. And how many thousands of feet under the sea, I don't know who did Sefi go down there. So I'm claustrophobic, you know. I was telling my wife the other day, I said, yo, I tell Shakira, I said, I remember a training mission. This wasn't even in combat. This is in a training expedition. And I'm an infantry soldier, so I'm locked in the back of a Bradley. That's where we ride. When we go into combat, we ride in the back. We ride in Humvees, but if the battlefield is thick, we'll ride in the back of the tank, as civilians call it. That tank has a door in the back, and when that let down, you will have a fire team that will run out and able to maneuver from the ground off of the tank while the tank blow cover for us, right? So I'm in the back of one of them on a training expedition, and it started taking snow, and not snow, it started taking in smoke. I'm watching, I'm looking at everybody, right? Everybody, I say, just staring at each other. So I'm saying to myself, my mind start race now. And my mind I go from it, my mind start race like, get up. No, don't get up, sit down. No, stop, don't stop, go. No, man, talk, don't talk, be quiet, be quiet. You know, it's like my mind I argue with itself. I'm in the back of me, I look for everybody, I'm looking at my whole team, and I'm looking at the other team on the other side. So I was like, yo, somebody speak to me. Somebody say something. And they're like, are you okay, Mac? You all right? Because you look like you're freaking out. You good? I'm like, no, I'm not good. You good? You guys look like you look like you're gonna die silently without saying anything. And they're like, die, we're good, man. I started banging on the Turk door like this. I'm like, bang, bang, bang. Yo, Son Martinez, let me out. And he opened the Turk door. It was like, what's going on? I said, man, please put me on the ground. I could shoot, move, and communicate from the ground. I want to see my enemy. I'll dodge bullets, but don't lock me in this thing. I was freaking out in there. So I can't see myself actually being in a submarine going to the bottom of the ocean or how many thousands of feet down. I'm the kind of person, as soon as that take off, I would start freaking out. No, turn back, please. On the turn back, when them start crop up people in there. Turn back, driver, turn back. And it's small in there. It's tiny. The sad part about that submarine for me was the big people with a lot of money went and did what they wanted to do and lost their lives at it. There is nothing really for me to cry about there, right? They died doing what they love to do. It's a sad situation still, right? But it's the 19-year-old youth that was on it. That 19-year-old youth that was on it, he didn't want to go. His daddy is a businessman, and his daddy is one of those guys with a lot of money and very adventurous and whatever. And his dad convinced him to go. He was scared. According to reports that were put out from surviving family members, he was scared scared. And his dad convinced him to go, and he just wanted to please his father. So he went. And they asked the female family member, I don't know if it's his mom, they asked her, like, what are you thinking right now? And she was like, all that's going through my head was I'm just seeing him gasping for air. Because the oxygen, they go down there with 92 hours of oxygen, I believe. It was his aunt, T95 South. Thank you. 92 hours of oxygen or 98 hours of oxygen, something like that is what they go down with. Now we're up here counting down. Up, 40 hours of oxygen left. They still haven't been found. Up, 20 hours of oxygen left. They still haven't been found. Up, the oxygen runs out today. I keep thinking of me in the back of that Bradley when I felt like I couldn't breathe because it was taking in that smoke. And I'm like, man, if I was in there, I would probably be fighting my dad before my oxygen run out. I would have give him some rotted lick before my oxygen run out. Me and him a fight till we're fighting at the next life. You see what you met me do? I told you I didn't want to come down here. You see this now? No, we are going dead down here. No, my life ends at 19. Me I cuff him up. He might go fight me back too. And we'll figure it out when we get to where we going. But I feel for that youth there, man. Just trying to please his parents, which goes to show sometimes you got to stick to your own intuition. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, that voice that is speaking to you is not for everyone else to hear. It's for you to hear. So that voice that kept telling him, don't go down there. You have no business down there. It's dangerous down there. You could lose your life down there. He should have listened to that damn voice, but he wanted to please his dad. And here was his dad saying, come on down. It's not that dangerous. The voice is saying, yes, it is. He said, daddy is saying, no, it's not. Come on down. You know, $250,000 for a trip. I've got that money. That's no money to us. Man, Shakira yesterday, I say, yo, them could I give with the money because I would make anybody proud that ever gave me $250,000 cash. If you see what I would do with it, come back and give me $250K and give me 2 years. And in 2 years, I'll make your jaw hit the floor. If I could get that money in a lump sum, like one time. When I talk about pass through my hand. But them have that kind of money and just, you know, let's go to the bottom of the ocean and see the Titanic. Okay, rich people stuff. My condolences goes out to the family though. You know, it's not a funny thing. I really feel for the youth more than anybody else because his life ended at 19, just trying to please his parents. So, mommy, daddy, if you're out there listening, that's why sometimes I just go off and do my own thing because them say parents knows best, but it's not all the time parents knows best. That's the lesson for the day in that one for me, man. Um, we're gonna talk about the Ras Kitchen something, yes. We're also gonna talk about an update to the story of the police officer in Jamaica that was killed by his wife recently. There's an update to that story we're going to talk about. And the Jashii story from yesterday extends over into today. We're going to talk about that because there are new things happening as well. So that's going to be our morning this morning. All right. In the meantime, their obsession, shaking my head, that is a cemetery. I'm in Nango. Yeah, them I said that the thing imploded and then exploded. So you can only imagine. That's a horrible death. That's a horrible death. That's equal to strangulation slash hanging slash it's that's a horrible death. To be locked in a capsule and slowly run out of oxygen, looking at each other, knowing, because you're looking at the next person and you're knowing, right, that your demise is right here because you're watching them go and you're like and you know your energy starts to leave because oxygen starts to deplete, so you're going down. Now everybody has got, I don't know if you ever took a fish out of water and then see the fish go out of water and the breaths get shorter and shorter till the first person passes away and then the second person passes away because everybody ain't gonna pass away at the same time. The young dude was probably the last person to pass away. And as that thing ascended deeper into the ocean, and then the pressure from under causes it to explode, implode, explode. Their body parts probably all over the place. You know, sharks are feasting, all kinds of stuff like that. That's just horrible. Horrible. Mm. I don't even like riding rides at amusement parks. I will take my kids to an amusement park and them want to go on the ride. I'll pay and wish them all the best and pray so nothing happen to them, picnic them before them come back down. I've been on 1 or 2 rides in my adult stage at the amusement parks. Even when I was little, the only ride I used to like going on was the Ferris wheel and the Gravitron. The Ferris wheel is very slow. The big wheel will go real slow. That and the Gravitron. The Gravitron goes pretty fast, but you're locked inside, right? And it goes so fast that you get stuck to the wall and then you can like position yourself in different positions while it's spinning, because it's spinning so fast that you can't even feel it spinning until it starts to slow down. That I'll go into, but that's about it. Me not go upon none of them something that will draw you, so fling you there, so flip you upside down like this, pause and then drop. I went on a roller coaster the other day, and I died twice before I came off that roller coaster. So I know. I'm plus me tall, I'm big already, so it's never comfortable for me being on those things. You know, the thing that you're supposed to hold on to the bar meets my knees, and every time that thing go forward and jerk back like that, I feel like my whole body. I see other people fit comfortably in there, so them can enjoy them ride. Big people not forget on them something there, because you don't fit comfortably in there in the first place, so you're scared the whole time. God, please take me off of this. Why am I doing this? Remind myself again, why am I up here? And then it got pause way up at the top. And you just looking over the whole city. Okay, can we come down now? Yeah. Me not risk my life where it is not necessary at all. I did enough of that in the army. Don't want to do any of that anymore, mate. I'm very cautious. I'm trying to live till I'm old, and I'm not trying to live till I'm old and broke up. I'm trying to live till I'm old and in one piece still. So, yo, Audrey Wright says me are the designated purse holder when me go at those things. Yes, me hold purse and everything. I'm over there with Shakira purse like this. Me, I'll turn my hand like this and put the purse on it. Somebody can think me get it's okay. Me a whole purse too. Me a molding purse, bag, hat, everything. Give it to me because I'm underground. SouFlo, you used to live in London. Have you ever been on the tube? Yes, I've been on the tube underground. Used to live in New York too, and used to take the underground train, and used to feel like I couldn't wait to get to my stop. I'll be on there like anxiety, kill me. I'm like, what if it stuck in the underground, and what if something start blow up down here, and what if all these what if? Listen, taking a plane ride for me is you know what I used to do on a plane ride? As soon as I get on the plane, I used to order 2 bottles of alcohol. From even when I was younger, 2 bottles of alcohol. I was so young, they used to be like, "May we see your ID, please?" Yes, give me my ID. 2 bottles of alcohol. You know them alcohol shots there? They're like concentrated and really strong. And I'll knock 2 of those back before I even get on the plane. Not to mention the 2 when me knock before me get go through, before me get those other 2. And as soon as they're like, okay, fasten seatbelts, we're getting ready for. All I want to hear is we'll be landing in 15 minutes. Go ahead and blah blah. No, I don't want to hear nothing about no flight or nothing. Plane rides are hard for me. If you're next to me on the plane, I chat your ears off. Cause I'm nervous, me nervous. You all right? Everybody good? Yeah. You put on a seatbelt? No, don't take it off. You good? You want the window or you want the yeah? Come back over here. So no. All right, then. You good? Yeah. You good? Yeah, me good. You good? Yeah. Why you ask me if I'm good all the time? I don't know. You good? I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Traveling with kids though, they'll ease that fear, because my little daughter be on there. Melania is like, "Yay!" Kai's like, "Let's go, guys. Uh, you're gonna be okay, guys. Let's go." I'm like, "Oh, I wish I could be a kid again." You're so innocent. You don't know what going around you. You're not thinking about plane going down or anything. You're like, "I'm on a plane. We're going up in the sky, Daddy. Yeah. Ooh, want to see out the window. Ooh, Mommy, look. I want to be that again." But unfortunately, I'm grown and I've seen too much, so I know the possibilities. So now my mind does frig up. Every time I go up on a plane, beer prayers. Drunk, praying, and drunk and praying at the same time. Yeah, traveling from Jamaica to England. Sometimes the turbulence is wicked up there. British Jamaican girl says, "Listen, that's the longest flight I ever took, next to traveling from New York to Germany was the next longest flight I ever took. But traveling from Miami to Gatwick, traveling from Miami to Heathrow, them flight there, those are the longest flights ever. But I wasn't afraid. I wasn't afraid on those flights. The planes were different. May have more space. Me can lay out and stretch out like this. them serve you 3 meals plus snacks, and you get yo. Every time I dozed off, I heard ping and food coming around again. And then when you get the food, it's like a whole plate of food, and it looks like some gourmet dishes. I'm like, what the hell is this? I don't know. It look like some TV something. And you know, you get a little cloth and everything warm, rag on you, sap up and sit up and eat, and them take a plate and stuff, and you ask for what you want, and then you go back into your sleep again. By the time you reach your belly full, you had 3 meals and snacks. So I don't know why, but I wasn't afraid on those flights. I guess it's because it's the constant interaction, food and drinks and these things, you know, and the big space. I don't know. Get a nice shot of high wine that'll set you straight up for a flight. Yeah, divine order. That's exactly what I do. 2 bottles. 2. I mean, knock back the 2 of them straight. So you know the faster you drink alcohol is the faster you get drunk, right? Or the faster you get inebriated. I just goop, 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 goop. Next one, goop, 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 goop. Everybody I look at me like, damn, you done already? Am I most alcoholic? No, I'm just nervous. I'm nervous. Peanut and water you get now. Wait, King Big says that Rosalind is peanut and sauce of peanut and water you get now. Jesus Christ. No more big meals. No, man, come and see somebody at fly go UK the other day, and they were vlogging the whole thing. They vlogged the whole thing, and they got meals after meals after meals. So, mine, you know, King Big, mine are the rickety plane them you fly upon. You'll be getting peanuts and water for the next 18 hours. Bring your own food. You know, with Jamaican don't play with that. We bring our own food. Yes, yeah, man. Go so with them a carry-on bag and pull it down mid-flight. And start slice dumpling in there because ackee and saltfish. And when I run for bring with own food, 2 finger green banana with little ackee and saltfish. Yes, I'm a granny cook it. Ackee and saltfish, I never eat nothing. When you open that, you smell up the whole plane because they don't know it's what, and the saltfish are going to smell out of the ackee. Everybody is like, what's he eating? Is he eating fish? It's very fishy in here. They want to know where you are eat. Yes, I'm a granny cook it at the ackee and saltfish with the pork in it. Yeah, the corn pork. Yeah, man. What? You hungry? Well, yeah, enjoy your peanut them still. Yeah, right over here. Yeah, man. Full up a belly with your own food. Some people used to bring all the pot. Used to bring the pot up on the plane. I share out food. 3 picnic, you know, them big plane that have like the rows. 3 picnic in a 1 seat. So daddy over there, so mommy over here, so the pot come out. Everybody have 1 plate and them a share it like them there at the house. Still. you feel easy. Y'all never seen that? You must feel so easy. We're not normal, my friend. We are not normal. We do feel things different, and people just have to either hate it or love it. But that's how we stay. Missy pot come out from plane already. I was like, how the hell they got the pot in here? On which carry-on luggage the pot eating up? I don't know, but them bring in the pot. She take down the pot, and she give everybody a plate and start share. Start share out. You get that. Give me back one of them chicken leg there. That's too much for you. You get that. You get this. You get that. Daddy plate. Daddy get a whole pot. Daddy, you want some more rice? Yeah. Rice and peas. All right. You want a piece more chicken? All right, Tita. And sort out the whole family. Big up to the good woman them out there. Because she's not afraid to drop pot all pan plane. Yeah, she don't care who is watching. My family has to be fed. My children are hungry, and I'm not eating the nonsense that y'all feed us on these on these flights. Me pay my money for them on the plane, lady. You want to start something? Yeah, go around there. Hey, go around there. Go say something to them about them partner. I bet you them flight attendants up there arguing. No, Simone, you go. They're not from England. No, they're like real Jamaicans. No, I'm not going over there. She has the pot out, the whole pot, and they all got plates. You go. You have a problem with it. I didn't see it. You go. One over there now? Go say something about our pot. Lady, hello. Excuse me. Me pay for the on the flight, you know. Yeah, like everybody else that on the flight, we pay. When you never let me on this for free, and me never sneak in here. Me pay for the on the flight, yeah. Oh, me pick them hungry and them need to be fed. My husband over there, so you can hear a female belly a grumble from way over there. So the little peanut and water wanna give people now go help with. It now go hold with. And if, unless you don't want 4 picnic in your ball off them head for the whole flight, I suggest you leave me and let me do what I have to do. We're not harming anybody. That's how it's there now. We're not harming anybody. I suggest you leave me and let me do what I have to do. Yeah. Okay, well, when we're done eating, I'm going to pack up the plate them and put the pot away. That's it. All right, then. So where all the drama for? Well, thank you, too. Eating the food here. Nonsense. Anyhow, yo, me can't eat no fuck. Vicky Victory. Vicky Victory says we can't eat no every food. Nah, sir. I end up on them plane after a whole in so cause your belly start. I know plane bathroom stay already. On them long flight there. Everybody in the bathroom from the long flight them. The bathroom ever busy. Next thing you catch diarrhea mid-ear. Cause that's what them give for eat. Then them I look upon you cause you do it up yourself. Like it's your fault. When I could have served with something better. I don't know what that plaka yellow stuff was when mixed with the broccoli. I recognize the broccoli, but that's something there. When it come with the broccoli, it operate my belly, man. Oh, it's curry potatoes, sir. Why you not curry the potato? Me put potato in a something time, but you not just curry the potato by itself, so why the little black something them with it in it? Cause God know me, I have to go. Big drama mid-ear. Oi. Anyhow, let's get into the stories for the morning. See? All right. So the end of Ras Kitchen. I think that's a good place to start out. All right. Listen. Ras Kitchen. A few little details. Currently, at this point, Ras Kitchen has over 700 and something thousand subscribers. They're well on their way to 1 million subscribers. As an avid YouTuber myself, I can tell you that once your channel hit them big numbers there and your content is fully monetizable, that some money are run, right? It may not be the money that people think is running, because I've learned over the years now that people have a perception of YouTube. That's why everybody started doing it, because everybody thought I'm just going to get my camera, speak my mind, and get rich. And it doesn't work like that. See? If your content is monetizable, YouTube wants to work with you, and you there and you do your thing, and then your sponsorships and all this other stuff, some good money can run. They have a lot of subscribers. I learned yesterday also that they have been together doing the channel. That's another thing. People see a channel and them think, me I gonna do that overnight. Not true. Not true. You might get your first couple of thousands overnight. The sensation wears off. I see him already all the time, man. Let me go see somebody else. Somebody else just start the same thing. And a lot of the times, all people have to do, because it's somebody who's probably been watching you, so all they have to do is copy your content and regurgitate what you did before. Flip it and come back with it. It seems all new again. I'm not talking down on anybody. I'm just saying I've seen quite a few of, and I could still pull the videos up. If I could go to certain channels and match their content and then pull up a video that I did where I said those same exact things, but you know, great minds think alike, whatever. I don't waste my time on all that. I'm just saying it's not as easy as people think it is to build a channel to get it to that level. Seeing? It takes a lot of work, tireless work. I wanted to throw the word friggin' in there. It takes a lot of tireless work, hours, unpaid hours, where you really feel like it's not going anywhere. Hundreds of videos in before you even start get $1 and these kind of things. You know, people give up. That's why y'all see a lot of people come, they're a sensation, and then, you know, a year later or two, you're like, where's so-and-so? I'm going to see them channel again because they're gone, because it takes a lot. There are lots of dips and highs and lows, and sometimes you put up a video and your video them are run crazy. 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 and something K in 2 days, whatever. Next time you put up a video, you're barely hitting any numbers for a while, back to back, and you're like, what's going on? And then again, it picks up again and goes. So You have to be there for the long ride. I'm just giving you an idea, walking you into the story, right? Of two people that got together, had a vision, and they put the work in to materialize the vision, to make the vision come to fruition. See, the first time I discovered the channel, right? Brahmo, right? Big up yourself. You need to be on Comedy Corner, little bro. Big up yourself, my sister. People keep on telling that, but Jano, let me keep on talk about Ras Mucka, but I'll tell y'all something. Thank you guys for actually being here, man, because you are my therapy. I say that over and over. I used to laugh a lot before I joined the army. Just put it that way. And I found nothing to laugh at for years after. I was so damaged. So now that I'm able to laugh and give jokes again and all that, it's so relieving for me as a person. But enough about me. Let's get to this. So 10 years, I watch a video where Ras Mucka himself says, I see somebody saying here, say 14 years they've been together. But I watched a video this morning where Ras Mucka himself said 10 years. 10 years. And he remembers the first video where they were looking for bamboo shoot, the heart of the bamboo shoot to eat. And all the comments on there was, I want to them mad people here. Like they're crazy, right? And then to see how far it has come now, I watched a video where Matthew, which is the white boy in the video, explained why he feels that this is the end, right? I also saw a video of Ras Mucka saying, "Me don't do no more video with Matthew, man. Matthew a scammer. Matthew a thief." When I first discovered the channel, I reached out to Matthew. You see, me an advocate for my people, even behind the scenes. And the thing about me is this. I'm never afraid to approach people, seeing? So I approached Matthew and I asked him, I said, hey, I hope you're not robbing my fellow countryman. And, because I know that growing a channel, having these magnificent footage online and all these things, eventually money are gonna run. And if the money is running, I hope he's getting his piece. Rash Jada, I hope he's getting his piece, right? I hope you're not robbing him. That's how my approach was. Respectful or disrespectful, that's what it was, in honesty. Matthew, big up to Matthew. Matthew actually answered back. Not like some of them people who go on like, you have to get to my people and tell my people to organize with your people and all these people stuff when nothing goes so. But anyhow, he answered back and he said, basically, I'm doing this together with Ras Mucka, and he's very much a part of this that I am. And any revenue that is made is split evenly, etc., etc. And I said, okay, well, if long as that's what it is, I'm subscribing. So I subscribed to the channel and I started following the channel. Of course, I'm too busy creating my own content for 2 different channels that I have on YouTube that I don't have time to be invested in anybody else's channel per se, but they do show up beside you. So you watch them every now and then to break up the monotony of doing your own thing. We do totally different content. So, me showing up at their stuff and having a laugh and watching Ratty, big up Ratty, and Ras Mucka other son and Ras Mucka daughter and these things. I'm watching the channel, enjoying the content, and next thing me hear, it's the end. Matthew in his video, again, which is the white boy, in his video, and Matthew, I hope you're not offended by me saying it's the white boy. I'm relating to an audience so they know exactly who you are. So people from now on, if you hear me say Matthew, just know say the white boy may talk, right? Not that he's a boy because he's a grown man, but that's how we talk, right? See, so I watched his video and he said he had left the island for a while. Can't travel. He travels. And on his return to Jamaica, a lot of people were telling him that Ras Mucka had been going around saying bad things about him, right? How he's a thief and a scammer and all this other stuff, and he's not shooting any more content with him. And he said, it's not even about the people that's telling him. You could add that he has put out multiple videos on social media saying the same things about him. So he said he saw the videos and he heard from people as well. And he doesn't feel comfortable working with somebody that like that. Right there, so. Right there, so. Y'all ever heard me say we always kill the goose that lays the golden egg for us? It's like it's something that's, I don't want to say it's innate, but we always kill the goose will lay the golden egg. It's like a one man that go to Jamaica will take care of a whole community, I him them kill. And then nobody not take care of the community anymore, right? In that situation, I believe there's a lot of jealousy on the ground. Because, you know, let me be raw. Let me be real raw. That the Rasta boy, not going for them big old Rasta man him from when, wherever. Social media came and changed the world. YouTube came, changed the world. People who had to wait on gatekeepers before to break into a certain industry and make a certain kind of money. We don't have to wait on nobody no more, right? If you're a go-getter, you can go get it for real. People jealous. The Ross went from walk foot to drive car, to drive nice car, went to new house, established a business where people are now coming flying in. Where I go? Where you staying when you go to Jamaica? Up a Ras Moko, because I want the real authentic Jamaica. All that came out of, so you're running a business like Airbnb, right? You have multiple different quarters where people could stay and they're paying to stay. You have the land space to do it. That's a whole sustainable business by itself, right? Then you are getting money off of the videos and whatnot, right? And you're shooting these content and people are getting to know you globally across the world. People are requesting for Ras Moko to come travel, come to, when are you coming to Germany? When are you coming to Sweden? When are you? I would love to chill with you in Amsterdam. I would love to chill with you. And so they're calling. I think a lot of jealousy went into this. And you see our people, y'all not trust the white boy there, you know. Trust me, I'm sure say my rob you. How much subscriber the channel have? Brother, your channel have 700,000 subscriber. About 700,000 US dollars supposed to get off of that. Yeah. And now if your mind not strong and if you're not educated on the back principles of how YouTube is ran, you know, algorithms and all that and how the money fluctuates and whatever, you're going to be sitting there believing them. True, you know. True. So I rob the boy, I rob me and I use me. And they will come, they'll spit that dirt in your ear because them jealous of what you have. Now you've made a name for yourself, right? Them are no Ras Moko. Everybody across the island know Ras Moko. 700 and something thousand people across the world know Ras Moko. Jealousy from your own people will tear you down. And then are them same people there that spit stuff in your ear, them wait till you turn your back and them wait till Matthew fly in and them say, boy, Matthew, I don't know how you I film with him, you know, cause Ras Moko there, I tell me how you a scammer and thief still. You see video them, yeah, and them instigate the man figure put video up, put camera in him face. So tell me about the show again. You done work with the white boy. Yeah, Matthew, me now work with him again. No more video with Matthew, a scammer. I tell Matthew, I'm a thief. Make we put this up and see how much views we can get now. Nobody want to know, no. Nobody want to know, no. On destructive, wicked. And Ras Moko is not a materialistic kind of person, and that's the problem. See, him not really in a vanity. He's not as a real Rasta. I'm not really in a vanity. Him not in a though. Let's read up and study this, and which to his detriment it is. Let's read up and study this, and let's see how we can actually scrape every dollar out of that situation here. He wasn't like that before. The man was content with what he was. Hey, slow money beats no money, you know. Little bit of money better than $0, you know. Yeah, the man will have $10 in his pocket. He's going way farther than you who got $0.00. You have to go figure out how to get $1 and then how to multiply that $1 times 10 to make $10. He already got $10. So After they done spill all that hate on both sides, that's our people for you. After them done spill all that hate on both sides, those are the people I keep telling y'all about. Yeah, Moko, big up yourself, you know. Yo, the thing shot, you know. Yeah, man, come down, so everybody we a drink now. Yeah, man, give me some ganja now. Yeah, so I'll tell you about the show and thing now. And then as you left, boy, Matthew, if you hear the things them where him say about you, don't tell him, say, me tell you so do you know. Yeah, come, I go on like me don't know nothing still, wish you know all the best still. But the man say, you're a scammer and thief, brother. Yeah. Wicked, man. Wicked Ross people and poor Ross Muckle. You know, Ross Muckle look like him kind of slow. No disrespect, Ross Muckle. When me say slow, me not talk about slow in your intelligence level. I'm talking about slow as in, if you don't know it, culturally, Rasta have a different speed that they move at. This is real. They do. They move at earth speed. So you see, when we over here talk about, oh, I gotta go, and I gotta go, I have to be at this at 9 o'clock, and I gotta be here by 10, and I have to do this, and then I gotta go pick up the kids, and then they look at you like you're a mad person. Cause I know so them live, right? They're like, yeah, man, praises to the Most High. It's a beautiful day today. You're going to the bathroom, go shower, me I go down a river, go take a dip in the river, see in the streams, wash out my locks today, feel the sunshine on my skin, pick some fruits along the way, eat the fruits them, chill and relax, burn a spliff, and go in on myself. Going on myself, meaning in my thoughts. In a I and I thoughts. So I go in on my thoughts now and purify myself from inside out. Burn out some negative thoughts out of myself and fill myself with some good vibrations and some strong, positive, uplifting thoughts. I saw them flex. So when you come in sideways with them something there and it trip up the man, on a wicked man, on a wicked. And of course, you can't blame Matthew because I would feel the same way. If I flew out and I came back and somebody is like, yo, SouFlo, the amount of sitting them with this man, boy, yo. I mean, I say, who? My partner? What we do business together? Yeah, brother. The man say, yeah, scammer. Yeah, thief. You might walk and talk about you, tell people about you. You know, so I'm going to have a talk with him. But before you go have a talk with him, guess what you see? You pick up your phone, you go up on YouTube, and you see videos of him. So now their words to you and anything them said to you, all stuff we never said, is going to ring true because the video says, man, I do no more video with him. A scammer hear them, SouFlo, them man, they are thief, them man, they are scammer. That's how he was saying it in the video. You know, he was laughing at the same time, like chuckling while saying it. That must be hurtful. That must be hurtful. Now, on the next angle, there's a lot of people on there, and watch this. Forgiveness is a hell of a thing, right? I hope Matthew understands who he's working with and who he's been dealing with, and don't take it on no vanity level, because Rasmoko them no flex on vanity level. I hope him take it on the forgiveness level. There's another video out that I saw this morning, and it was Rasmoko apologizing. Right. So Rasmoko apologized. And he said, yeah, man, we get my money all the time. You know, we film, we do the film them, we shoot videos and stuff, and the money come in, and we get my money all the time. It was just a simple misunderstanding. A part of me is saying, I think he's wisening up, and he's realizing that once Matthew cut ties, no money versus slow money, you're gonna choose slow money, right? So once Matthew cut ties, you're not gonna look too good. Let's take this phone call real quick. I'm gonna say something after. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm great, family. How you doing this morning?
I'm all right.
All right.
Hey, SouFlo, I'm calling about what you were just talking about, Rasmoko.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing happened between Drizzy Burke and Cat.
Yeah, Bada Cat.
They had something good going on, and they make somebody
come in there and mess it up.
Yeah, so that's how we stay, you know.
That's sad, man. And you notice you don't see Bada Cat no more, right? Not on.
I know him still at doing thing, but him not
on the level that it was before. Cause me not see the video them. You know, I don't see the video them, and man, that's sad.
But then Cat wanted to do all positive, but people didn't fall in love with him for positiveness. People fall in him being jovial and jokify, you know.
Right.
Well, that's what I wanted to say. You know, big up yourself.
All right, manners and respect, my brother.
All right.
Yeah. So you see, so watch this. So Matthew made a video, and Matthew said, I don't feel good working with somebody like that. Here's the thing. A relationship like that will never be the same again. It never will. If my brethren, who me I work with bona fide for like a whole decade plus, and we getting money together and we build this thing from scratch, and then you make people whisper in your ears, and now you independently go off and start slaughtering me and putting videos out there about me. When you come and tell me, say, yo, make we have a sit down. Brother, I apologize sincerely. You know, say people getting on my head. This was said, that was said, don't know why I believe it, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to forgive, but I'll never, ever be able to look at you the same again. So therefore, it's going to affect our working together going forward. You know, it's going to affect our work. Because the next time somebody tell you something again, I don't know if you're going to run off and believe it again and mash up what we're building again. I'm telling you, it is no easy feat to get a YouTube channel to 700 and something thousand subscribers, heading on to 1 million. It's no easy feat. It's hard as hell. So me, you know, what I feel like, even if I forgive you, I don't know. You know, there'd be that kind of standoffish stuff. Here's more hate coming from our people. Don't forgive him. Don't forgive him. Why not stay so? If Matthew the white boy decides that he wants to forgive his friend Ras Moko, who he's been working with for over a decade, why are you jumping in there to tell him don't forgive him? And then them a cuss Ras Moko like, yo, Ras Moko, I know nobody, you know. You is a nobody. If it wasn't for Matthew, nobody would know you. Well, if it wasn't for Ras Moko, Matthew couldn't build Ras Moko and build Ras Kitchen. It is centered around him. He is the star. Ras Moko is the star. So we like to look on our own stars, right? And then we put other people over them, especially if they're of the persuasion, you know, the certain kind of hair and skin. The two friends have a falling out. Don't pick no side. Don't pick no side. Encourage them to fix it up and go on to get that 1 million subscribers. There's a whole lot of people eating off of that channel. When Ras Moko eat off of the channel, him whole family eat. Him have woman, wife, him have picnic, multiple of them. And on Matthew's side, it's the same thing. So there's a whole group of people, 2 families at least, eating off this thing. So why y'all sitting there telling this man, don't forgive him? Him is a nobody, you know. You ungrateful dog. If it wasn't for Matthew, it's both of them. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
Yeah, man, good man.
All right, bless it. Talk now.
I try touch upon the Ras Moko situation. All right. So me I follow Ras Moko for years.
Same.
And me see how the channel grew. Right? This is not the first time Moko said Matthew I robbed him. Right? But then work out them thing back then. But now, as we said earlier, people are get in and Moko head. The jealousy. Because if you give Moko $1 million right now, Moko will look the same. Because Jamaican people judge you based off of your looks. They might look at Moko and say, nah, get nothing at them poor and all of that.
Right.
But if you give Moko $1 million, Moko will stay the same.
Right.
That's Moko lifestyle.
Right.
right?
Right.
That's Moko lifestyle. But the thing about this now, even though Moko might write up in an head fully, but he really need to think about the situation because if he cut tie with Matthew, the videos them still gonna be up and Matthew gonna be still making money from it.
No, because Matthew said that. Yes, the videos are gonna be up. Matthew is still gonna be making money from it, but Ras Moko would still be making money from it also. But there would be no further content there, no new material. Because Matthew said in his new video that I just watched, he said he is so disappointed because they have big things on the horizon. I'm talking about blow out the water, big things. Then I heard Ras Moko talking about going on tour. I mean, I tell you, say, I've seen and heard people from different parts of Europe and Asia, Africa, ask a request for Ras Moko and Matthew them to come through, do a tour and whatever. So there's a lot of big opportunities that has come out of this thing that they've built. You know what I say? But the new material would not be able to go up because there is now a discrepancy. So everything that's up already is up already. What's filmed but hasn't been put up yet can't go up unless there's an agreement of those two. And if they're not seen eye to eye, there will be no further material put up. But it's sad, man. It's sad. And honestly, I think some of them can work it out. I want to see them work it out. You there? The caller neatly left me there. I talk to myself. But yeah, I want to see them work it out. It's called a relationship. When the perfect becomes imperfect, it never remains the same after that, says Maxwell Howell. You know, hear me, Michelle Howell. You see me, I chat to myself, yeah. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFlo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
Morning, family. All right, let me take this.
All right.
This Ras Moko and Matthew thing.
If
they come together.
Wait, one to your phone. Why sound so?
Let me take it off speaker.
Yes, take it off speaker, please.
Better? All right.
If you have us on speaker or Bluetooth, we're not gonna hear you.
No, I took it off speaker.
Now you're loud and clear. Yeah. Don't do that.
All right. They can come together and trigger a whole new dynamics to the relationship. Teaching people how to forgive. Bring all the things like race difference, class difference, perception. They could take their journey through forgiveness and transformation and make that a new channel. They could take this very thing that people meant for to be a destructive force and make it the launching for a whole new dynamic to take everybody out of that disgusting sewage mentality.
I agree. I absolutely
agree. But they
agree.
have to come to each other completely open, completely heartfelt,
completely honest,
and honest.
Yes.
And show every part of it, the pain, the betrayal. Why did Ras Moko listen to those people?
Right.
Didn't he have enough faith in himself and the relationship he built with Matthew outside of the business? Wasn't he listening to his heart and his vibes and his Rasta mind? What made him not stand in his Rasta truth?
Yeah.
All that, share it, film it.
Yeah.
Transmute all of this,
yeah,
this negative energy so people can learn forgiveness is possible. But you have to come straight and honest and form a new relationship.
Same.
All right, just a thought.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Very well said. And yes, I hope they hear this.
All right, thank you, babe.
All right,
best to you and the family.
Yes, family.
And the SouFlo family.
Yes, and
so
same to you, yes. All right. Somebody says this is not going to happen. Crystal G says this is not going to happen because Chucky is in the wings to work with Matthew. They ask, I'm not going to put no negative thought on not going to happen and who is not in the wings. If you followed them over the years, you'll realize that Matthew has actually, most naturally, he has links to other Caucasian YouTubers who have millions of subscribers on their channel and run bigger platforms. He's had these people come into Jamaica and link up with Ras Moko, stayed up there and work with him. So he's very invested in growing. That you look at it as a channel, and it is a channel, but it is a business as well. Remember how long me I tell people that? Remember 7-8 years ago when I was telling my Jamaican audience that, yo, this new thing, YouTube, get monetized, you can do this, that, and the other. Move on, go ahead. I'm also money I do it for. Oh, remember I'm gonna get cussed out? And I just stopped. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a YouTube master class teaching people. Even the granny who sew, and sewing and knitting is her thing. She could have a channel that's very successful on YouTube, make a whole bunch of money more than she had ever dreamed of. I'm gonna teach you how to go into it, how to do them cost me, my own people, that I was trying to uplift. I said, God, man, it's hard. It's hard fighting through ignorance to bring some light to those who are in the dark. Because them fight you without even realizing that you are there standing in the gap for them, like trying to uplift them. Some people genuinely just want to uplift you because I make them soul feel good. I'm one of those people. I don't want $1 from you. I just want to uplift you. Of course, if you're doing promotional content with me, that's just another way of me bringing in extra revenue. So I'm not talk about that. You're not going to get everything for free. But I'm definitely going to be trying to uplift, right? I get cussed out when I'm giving free knowledge. But back to this. I definitely want to see them fix this. And I think that they can fix this. I think them can fix this and work past this. But I'd hate the fact that there are Jamaican people sitting in the wings that, you know how a lot of these people stay? Let me be honest with you. Most of them don't watch Ross Kitchen. They'll tune in every now and then, but it's not a channel that they are glued into. They're more glued into the gossip channel, them, and Spice get her body done, and she nearly dead down a DR, and who take away who for man, and this one in a dancehall get caught up in a murder something, and who is the next bad man artist, and this and that. That's what they're more into. They're not really into Ras Kitchen and the vibes there. But you see, once negativity start over there, that was their calling card. So now they're there all the time, right? Because now them can't exercise themselves, them true self show. Don't forgive him. Yeah, run him away. Dirty Rasta boy. I saw them ungrateful. This is them, right? So them ungrateful are like this. Them fingers working, all kinds of negativity going up. Where were you all along, all them years? I love this channel. Keep it up, guys. I love the unity. Man, look at the drone shots. Watch down a river where I haven't been in so long. Yo, you guys are doing tremendous work. This is showcasing Jamaica from a whole other level, like off the beaten path, no touristy thing. This is the Jamaica I want the world to see, blah, blah, blah. What them the comment they did there from you? Now you over there, because you hear say the two brother them in a something, you jumping in the middle. If you take side like divide and conquer. That's not beneficial to anybody over there. But I know that that's how a lot of you get down, or a lot of them get down, right? My message to Ras Moko is keep your mouth from now on. You're a big man. You could have been my daddy. You look like you could have been my daddy plus, my granddaddy. You're a big man. Keep your mouth. Walla Medi. Reason it out with the brethren. You saying, they asked him, the person who was interviewing him asked him, so you're ready for film with anybody else? And he says, no, he's not. The only person he's doing any filming with, any work with, is Matthew. And everything is here. We just wait upon you to come back He's talking to Matty through the camera, right? But let's wait for him to come back, drop in at the place, and make we start the way we are do again. Right? It was a simple misunderstanding. I apologize. But you're gonna have to apologize to you apologize to him publicly, that's big. You said it was a simple misunderstanding, that's big. But you're gonna have to apologize to him to his face. You guys are gonna have to work out, like the caller just said, what got us here. Did you see something? Like, did you see me getting stuff that you feel like you couldn't afford and you felt like the money wasn't splitting right, and me I live rich off of you? Like, what was it that got us here? A decade worth of work about to go down the drain. Most people in here haven't been on the same job a decade. Most people in here haven't been in the same relationship a decade. You change man and woman 4, 5, 6, 7 times already. It's a commitment that lasted over a decade. Don't mash it up. Don't mash it up. There's greatness on the horizon for that channel, for that duo. And all the other stuff that Matthew said in his video that he sees, that he has on the table and things that were supposed to come. Now I really want to see that come to fruition. Yeah, man. I want to see Ras Moko jump on a plane and fly out. And go see other part of the world. And bring him vibes to other parts of the world. I want to see their channel grow. Main one says, whoever talking Moko ear are still around. And I couldn't trust that level of jealousy. That part right there. Well, it's up to Ras Moko to cut that off. He's going to have to cut that off. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, family. What going?
Morning, SouFlo.
There, no. Your phone sound fuzzy, man, like you're underwater or something.
The different speakerphone, take it off. Man.
All right, see, they're loud and clear.
SouFlo people have feelings, you know.
Yes, true. Yeah. True.
So if I hear a man say, better you lick me more than tell life on me.
Yes, sir. That's true, my brother.
Stand up in amateur shoes for a second.
Most definitely. Because would I feel hurt. I said that too. I said, why would I feel hurt? If you know, say somebody that's so close to me and me and him build something, you know, sturdy over these years and thing, and now we reach a place where food are share and you make people are getting in your ear, I would have definitely feel away. But we can't stuck in our feelings all the time. See, it take a level of maturity to get past the feelings part and work through it and get on to something greater, because something greater is there to be done. But if you're stuck right there, so, and you said this about me not like you no more, we can't work again, you will never know the full potential that could have went to.
Actually, something in SouFlo. You crush up on paper, you know. Crush it up, you know. You think you can take out the wrinkle amount of it.
Boy, yeah, you can iron it out.
Wrinkle are still not, man. If you break one glass, you think you can put it back.
Yeah, but I'm not so life stable, brother.
I understand, but when I show you, you know, Moko break the glass. You understand? You must try to put it back. Well, thing about it, it can't work, you know. It can't go back, you know. We don't love to see go back, you know. We can't watch on channel, you know.
Same.
Because I find it amusing for you when Moko talk, you know, because Moko not talk normal talk, you know.
Right.
You understand me? Like that. I like that. You see me? Sometimes I watch on channel and because of that. And the little white man.
And Moko very knowledgeable when it comes to the herbs, them and them something there, you know. This for that for this. This, you know, and them kind of something there. And theme style of cooking and them something there. That's why I say Jamaican people them were cussing and I worship Matthew and I talk about Moko is nothing. And Matthew, them need to come off of that too. Because Moko is the star of that.
Let me tell you something. I have a video where I say the Janga soup. Is to make your root your ears. Very good. You understand me?
Yeah.
Most people that say shrimp.
See.
Him say janga.
Alright.
That's where me I come from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him say I beach. I alone. Them look at something them. Me find it fun. Me find it funny. And them think they keep me going back to the channel.
See.
You understand? I call in and say just like Border Cat and Jashii. Border Cat are doing thing now, you know.
Border Cat are doing thing, but we don't see him, brother.
Jashii,
right.
He did up.
You
get me I come from.
Yeah.
So you see where the Moko and the Rasket even. I don't know, but I understand the man feelings, man.
Matthew bring the technical side to it. Him with the footage and the editing and you know the way how the thing edit have a flow and be interesting and whole heap of work that. Whole heap. People don't even understand that. Yeah, let me tell you something. Me put out a vlog video Sunday. It was the last vlog video I put out. You see, that vlog video is 7 hours of video footage, and I have to narrow it down to 50-something minutes. So ask me where the whole 6 hours gone. Dash we have to dash it out. And me there chop and cut and splice. I wake up in the morning 3 a.m. and start editing that video. Midday, you know, from 3 a.m. me finally reach to where me say, okay, you're ready to go now. Now me have to go build an icon for the video. People don't understand all that. So yeah, they're both valuable to each other as far as making that channel what it is. You know what I mean? When people start murder, Ras Moko talk about him as a nobody. And Matthew can just go grab anybody else and just make something again. Because it's not. It won't be the same vibration. Nope. It won't be the same vibration.
No.
Right.
That's where I come from. I just that my call it to make him say, oh, the man feeling. Come and watch the last video.
All Drizzy and Border Cat. Why them not fix up and put the thing back together?
It's not gonna be the same.
Brother, yo, we need to, us as people, you see, we need to be mature at some point and get past certain things. You see, even if it's not gonna be the same, we're gonna go and work until it becomes the same again or something close to the same. Nobody tell yourself, say, it's not gonna be the same, so me not do it. Because there's too much on the table that's being left on the table.
True, that's the way I must say to you. People feelings, you know, man.
Why?
Imagine, like them all nine bed and I say, John will have them think for their mind and I say, yo, Moko make this happen. Look how long we have been this thing here.
True.
Why Moko make Harry go in his head? Yeah? Moko the ongoing financing and based off I'm daughter and family member.
Right, which is what he said.
Everything go show them.
Yes.
So what could I lead to somebody getting a Moko utter them thing no time more?
You say education is a hell of a thing to you, my brother. I mean, I gotta just leave it at that. Education is a hell of a thing.
All right, serious.
All right. Yeah. Manners here.
Big up yourself.
Bless. Yeah. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. What going?
Blessed man, as usual, man.
You have up on speaker to or Bluetooth or one of them something there?
Yeah, because you get on the work, you don't have to hide on the roof, you know.
All right. We're not going to hear you too good, so you have to go make it short. But so I say.
All right. Yeah, you hear me more better now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. With the Moko situation, the boy, it's sad.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the problem, you know. You see, the brother was put that thing in a Moko head. Have you ever seen him by Moko? The help Moko clean up the farm, or help Moko nail up anything?
Brother, you don't know why not people heart or mind. Some of these people don't want to see you do good, even though them wish you good. And some of them start think how to inject their self into it and subtract somebody that is in it. See, like this, for instance, a man might be thinking, well, if we get rid of Matthew, we and Moko can keep on going with the channel. Them don't know who own the rights to the channel. They don't know if the relationship split, if the channel have to go completely closed down. They don't know if they are capable of doing all the technical stuff that brings the picture to our eyes. Them don't know none of that. Them just start plan them way in. You know what I mean? And you don't know what's in the heart and mind of another man. So I want to know, and Matthew said it's multiple people. So I don't just know one man did I tell him nothing. There's multiple people was telling him that because Moko was saying it to multiple people, or because Moko said it on a video that went out there and multiple people saw it. So multiple people start bring it back, come tell him. It's like you put a video out about me and then 50 people see it and 50 people come back and tell me. I'm going to start to think, damn, in walk and chat me with about 50 people, but at the one video you put out. You see?
Real talk.
Right. So there's a bag of mix-up going on that both of them alone need to sit down and clarify, clear up, go through, sort it out, and move forward with their business. Whether it's still the same or not the same, I believe that it can grow.
Me would love to see them fix it up because
yes, man.
It's a channel. Like, let me tell you something. Moko is the star.
Yes, man.
But the man behind it, is Matthew.
Yes, of course. And that is why they are both intricate to it.
Yes, because the technology-wise is the most important thing. You may have the ideas, but the technology-wise is the most important part to come on to that part.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say most important, but because if you can have all the technology you want in the world, if you don't have a Ras Moko to do Ras Kitchen, then you just have technology. So 50-50, may I give two of them respect? 50-50. 50-50.
Both of them need each other.
Exactly. Right there.
They need each other. I'm not love to see them pass that up and go back together and deal with the thing, man. And leave, cut out all the feelings and do what they have to do. I know it will hard to trust someone again now, but it can't fix, man. It can't fix. And then go and fix it, man.
Yeah. Let's hope so. All right, my brother.
Man.
Manners and respect here.
All right, listen.
All right. Yeah. So enough on that. Ras Moko and Ras Kitchen and Matthew stuff there. We know where they stand now. I'm telling you right now that there's an apology video out there from Ras Moko to Matthew, and he's saying that everything is here. We just wait upon you to come, come back so we can start doing what we was doing before again. Ras Moko in his mind is like, yeah, small misunderstanding. Let's move forward. But like the other caller said, put your foot in Matthew's shoes. After you heard all this and you confront the man and find out it is true, then, you're going to feel a way to. So maybe they take a time and take a break apart, but don't take a break apart too long to where the channel lag. Come back together and keep doing your thing and keep it on a positive level. You're actually leading by example too, like another caller said. And this is a way for you to show the world. You can get past the hearsay and the mix-up and the misunderstandings. Because what relationship is perfect? In marriage, right? The strongest marriages I've found are the ones that have weathered storms. The ones that have been through it, battered up and down. And them end up being the strongest marriages, A marriage that has not been through anything is a marriage that has never been tested. And it's probably not even real. And it's fragile, and nobody knows it's fragile until one big thing happened. And then see there, everybody ahead to divorce court, it mash up. But the ones who've been through this, that, and the other, up, down, tear up, mash up, put back together, make we fix this kind of thing, they've weathered the storm. So for them relationship, to me, it'll go through a storm. And I hope they find their way through the storm. And I hope they continue doing what they're doing and even go on to greater things. With that said, let's move on to the next topic for the morning. See, the next topic for the morning, we'll run through quickly and then get to our third and last topic. So the next topic for the morning would be Jashii. Yesterday, we had a long discussion about Jashii, dancehall artist, dancehall sensation, Jashii, being involved in or being wanted by the police to come in for questioning having to do with a recent murder. All right. Well, Jashii was brought in eventually. I told you he has two attorneys, high-power attorney at that. He was brought in, or brought himself in with his attorneys, and he was questioned. And here is the full article, so you hear it. Shout out to the Jamaica Observer. This dropped just this morning. Attorney at law Peter Champagne, representing the popular dancehall artist Jashii, has declared that his client is innocent regarding allegations making the rounds on social media that he, Jashii, was involved in activities that led up to the death, presently under police investigation. Jashii has declared, in no uncertain terms, that contrary to social media reports suggesting that he had a hand to play in the demise of Omar Wright, that he was not involved in any way, shape, or form in that matter or any other matter that people might be calling his name up in. The DJ has surrendered himself to the authorities at Constant Spring Police Station in the company of his attorneys, Mr. Richard Lynch and King's Counsel Champagne, on Wednesday afternoon. He was questioned and he was released. Remember I told y'all yesterday, I said once you turn yourself in, there's a Q&A, question and answer. If you answer them question, they're wrong. Where were you at the time of this? Who can verify that this was your whereabouts? An alibi is created. Strong alibi, we are going to verify. Blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the other. If you answer wrong in any of that, then it leads to them having probable cause or enough to start to lay a charge against you. He was released. He was questioned in front of his attorneys and he was released. Peter Champagne indicated that Jashii cooperated fully with the authorities. He said that Jashii went in voluntarily to the police the moment he was made aware that they had an interest in speaking to him. Now, the first thing he did was he contacted his attorneys and had his attorneys contact them and then brought himself in. Inquiries were made and he rendered full cooperation. He instructed his lawyers to contact the police in writing and also orally. Why for that? And he was interviewed by the detectives on Wednesday. The police had expressed an interest in speaking to Jashii, indicating that Jashii would have some information about the death of the 45-year-old businessman, Mr. Omar Romy, as he is known, Wright. The businessman who people are saying was also a don in that area that got into an altercation allegedly with Jashii's mom and dash water in her face, and then our son come, and a few hours later, the businessman was dead. Reports are that Wright was killed on Shortwood Road about 10:40 p.m. on June 7th by armed men. Allegations that Jashii's mother, who operates a wholesale business in the area, had an altercation with Wright during which he threw water in her face. Following on Jashii, whose real name is Molokai Tafari Clark, a Rasta name him have, then reportedly argued with Wright about the incident. Jashii went and confronted him, argued with him about the incident. Yeah, that's what I know, mother face, blah, blah, blah. Wright was gunned down a few hours later. When grilled by detectives at the Constant Spring Police Station, the artist declared that he had no involvement whatsoever in any activities surrounding that killing. He has indicated that his focus is on his career, and that was the case then, and it is the case more so even now. Peter Champagne heaped praises upon Jashii, describing him as a very impressive young man. Now, during the interview, he went further, suggesting that anyone who is in possession of information of the death of Mr. Omar Wright, they should come forward and help the authorities. He appealed for good sense to prevail and for members of the community not to take the law into their own hands, but to cooperate with the police and give all the assistance they can, Champagne said. Tensions have been high in the Grand Spend community since this particular murder. I told you all yesterday what the person did say. The red run here, no SouFLo, it run hot. Yeah. War look like it both broke out. This a man of people them and that the man, the people them swearing revenge, etc., etc. That is who they're still looking at round there. Commenting on social media posts, the artist's legal team said that they were not aware of any death threats that were issued against Jashii. Jashii is booked for a show at Hope Gardens this particular weekend coming up. The fast rising star has been making strides on the music scene since his breakthrough with hits like Born Fighter, Cream of the Crop, Life Lessons, etc. I believe Born Fighter was the most streamed song out of Jamaica for 2022. Go look it up. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that I'm right. So he's doing good in his music field. And, you know, his lawyer showed up and he was freed. He answered, but, yeah, you know, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not even going to fix my face to try to, because some people run with when me do certain facial expression. Them say, yeah, you said something, but then look upon you, I try instigate. So I'm going to give it to you just like this and left it right there, so, and let you sort it out. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
So I'm good. It's a lovely and neat time finally get my membership.
Oh yes, good vibes.
Yes, pay me $12.99.
Good vibes.
I'm telling me calling this morning. I would just only piggyback on what you're saying. Mm-hmm. It's true as people don't understand, you know, it's not gonna be the same content even if they get back together.
Right.
Because number one, we're talking about high quality production, right?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, them look live, them bright. Now, if somebody going to take over the channel, they're going to use a little cheap camera and they're not going to get the same amount of views. Trust me, me know.
That's some big thousands of dollars a camera and drone the youth I use. And editing software.
Yes, they don't understand the old production part.
Right.
But I'm just saying, too, another thing is a lot of Caucasians are doing the same thing on YouTube. They're going to islands, they're finding people who cook and everything, filming it and making money. Mm-hmm. So without him, I feel like he's not going to do well if you do try to do his own channel. Mm-hmm. But we see what's going to happen. But let me not talk too long because I don't like when people talk too long for their life. Come on. Have a great day.
All right. Big up yourself here.
All right.
All right. Hey, that's lovely, Anika. Y'all can go over to her channel as well. Anika, put your channel link in the chat, please, so the audience can see and just tap and go over to your channel. But yeah, so yeah, Jashii has been questioned and released. He's no longer a problem. Whatever happens in that case will play out later and then we'll hear about it, right? Kind of like in I'm gonna say it again. The Munga honorable case. When Munga thing went down, Munga get chopped by the youth, chop him with a machete, you know. And then Munga came on stage and said, I'm not into any of that violence stuff. Mr. Winfred Williams asked him, so you know what, retaliation, or you mean a man chop you on them thing there? He was like, no, listen, Mr. Winfred Williams, listen, music would do. We're not in none of the violence. A Rasta was said this, that, and the other. Shortly after, that man was gunned down. Everybody said, Munga do it. All right. I didn't expect Munga to be brought in for questioning, and then later me hear say him have a murder charge. So he got charged after. So in what I'm trying to say to you is in the Jashii case, anything can play out later on through further investigation and people attack and whatever else, and more war stir up in the area and more head get bust and all kind of something. But we will see. We're not there. And I'm not trying to instigate nothing. I'll just see and I'll bring you that when that happens, whatever happens next. We wish Jashii all the best. And my condolences goes out to the family who lost someone. Because either way we take it, nobody never happy when them family member them drop out, regardless of what the circumstances are. Right? All right. So y'all remember recently, this will be our closing one for the morning. Y'all remember recently the police officer, if you look on... One more call before we go into our last topic. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, morning. Big up yourself, SouFLo.
Manners and respect, family. What go on?
Yeah, man. Everything good. Want to know everything. Big up yourself. Every time I read.
Manners.
Yeah, man. But the Ras Smoker thing, When I ask about it still, there's something like, you can link up with Walk and Talk TV, and get me support, but you know, like, nothing say you that try last month. Me don't think so personally still, but I like to see receipt, but you know, I say I feel them business that in our way.
Saying. But Rasmussen already said a misunderstanding, man. I him same one. I remember him come out and say about the man and rob him, and him not do no more video with him. So him if he come out and say it was a misunderstanding. So him did that. Me wouldn't even ask for no receipt in that case. I just want them work out them thing and then move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, I feel like you have a person for YouTube with a video, and I said that I know, like, even you have a channel, somebody make video about you right now. I just say,
right,
and always do something and progress yourself. Somebody will try to fight you.
Absolutely.
So and that hours I go on. Me see go on a lot of people. Me see go on with a youth to them called where name again? I think his name Mr. Organic. Alex 2000 make video about him. Then we say J area. The next people make video about them. We see video about you. And I don't know why people do that. I don't know if it's just
here is
ability to hate as well.
I'm glad you said that, so I can say something on that. Here's the thing. I always tell my people this, right? It's better if you call me because I'm not hard to reach. And then we can do a collaboration. It will work out better for your channel because I can guide my people over to your channel. But where our people study is the same thing Marcus Garvey talk about, the crab in the barrel mentality. So them feel like if SouFlo is doing well, if I start a war with SouFLoTV or start some bad things about him, then all those people are going to come over here because they're going to want to see if it's true and they're going to want to know when me and him are war about all these things. And that's why they go that route. But I'm telling them that the best thing to do is to form a network. Call, write me on SouFLoTV@gmail.com or call the same number where you are calling upon right now. And say, yo, SouFlo, me have my channel on YouTube. You know, give me a strength. Because my thing not reach where your thing reach it. Who knows? You might blow past me. Then I can look to you and say, all right, you're gone way past me. Pull me back, pull me up to now. And, you know, but them not understand that. Them want this whole crab in a barrel thing. I don't know, but I saw we operate backwards.
Yeah, it's always got the opposite of SouFlo. Look at, you notice when them stop and them start to something totally different, people always pay them more attention than when they talk about one person or talk about this person alone.
Yeah, but
it's just like that. When
survive
they stop and them start something different.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's not like them talk about entertainment. Them talk about literally just an ex-blogger, not entertainment overall.
Right.
If it's not the case, then okay, because anything goes.
Right.
But you know, the guy wants to listen to your thing right now and need somebody else a chance to call and you don't want to take up your whole time.
Manners and respect.
Straight up. Listen, brother.
Yeah, man. Let me turn the phone down because I want to get into this last topic. But people literally, like me and Shakira have been through it. We were first cousins that were having sexual relations with nasty. We are family ram with this, with that, and the other. Well, there's a long list of stuff that certain people who you see now with a platform, that's how they built their platform off of that. And people started going there. And then they switched the content and started actually doing, let me do a dancehall review. Let me see what's going on in Jamaica. They would literally mirror off of what we were saying. Last night we talked about Spice and this, or we talked about Andrew Holness and him that. We wake up tomorrow morning, the same thing them do. Spice and this and Andrew Holness and him that. I don't know. The best thing for you to do though, let me put that out there, is to actually be on good terms with people. I don't burn no bridge, and can you never know when you have to go cross back a bridge, and I don't try to offend people out of the way because you don't know when you're going to be standing in front of those people as opposed to being on a screen somewhere. See? So end of the day, just reach out and make a call or send a few words and we can definitely hook it up and work together and something like that. That's where my spirit is at. Me not in the crab in a barrel something and talk bad about people something and wait for somebody life to fall apart. Yes, long time she left him. Yo, that girl the while, she young and wild. Me tell SouFlo a long time. Them not tell me nothing, me and them don't talk like that. when I did the fake video. Oh, Shakira gone, left me. I can't believe that she gone. And we did that on purpose to see. Yeah. She a wild, man. She want to go road long time and tell us that the girl did not go left you and y'all chill. But anyhow, this police officer got killed in Jamaica by his wife. And you know, the first thing that came to everybody's mind was nobody beat them wife like police and soldier. I bet say I beat him, did I beat her? But then we got to find out that she was the one that was beating him. That he was a soft-spoken individual. He wasn't one of them police that were there in a no ratty gang or depend no jump out squad or kicking doors and have a certain kind of demeanor about himself. It's more like a red seam. I don't know how to describe him, but according to how his colleagues described him, his superiors described him, his family members described him, people in the community described him, everybody described him as somebody that's very soft-spoken and somebody that never have a violent bone in her body. Like she used to run him down and lick him down and beat him up and all kind of something. And you know, him tried not to get lick on these things, and people kept telling him for years, like, yo, you need to get away from this because she's gonna end up killing you one day. She eventually started saying it out her mouth, how she was going to kill him one day, right? And then big argument broke out of them house, and he was the one that was running out the house naked as she was shelling him with his own service pistol. And he collapsed at the gate of their premises and passed. Of course, information came out later that that was his premises, his property before him even meet her, and he moved her in there and buy the property. One nice little house, fenced around, nice and everything, you know, and he moved her there. And they went from dating to married couple. It said that 13 years of marriage, 13 years of a relationship and 8 years of marriage. Somebody that do the maths. My maths says the cop was 8 years her senior. He was only 8 years older than she was. At the time of his demise, he was 41, she was 33. 13 years in a relationship would mean that they were dating before they got to the marriage part, right? We do the maths for now already. Which means that they started dating when she was 19, 20, and he was 27, 28. Right? Right. All right. You know, married for 8 years mean that at the time of marriage, she was 25. Them age that, and he was 33 in that song. There's a big difference between a 19-year-old, 20-year-old, and a 28-year-old person. There's a huge difference. And I know it's not a lot of years in number, but there's a huge difference. So, say for instance, I've been on this road before, man. See, if a woman have issues from a young girl stage, you don't know what she's been through before, and she have certain anger pent up, certain kind of emotional, something where she not deal with yet, and she's that young. You're gonna get all of that if you in a relationship with somebody that is 19, 20, and you're pushing almost 30, right? So yeah, they probably had discrepancies that she didn't know how to work through. That's why the neighborhood knows her as the aggressor. Me not care. Me not give up what them want to say. Me not love nobody around ya. Blah, blah, blah. And them argue out loud. He's probably in the house saying, Jesus Christ, you embarrass me. You know, sister, me I want policeman. Me have to get up every day, put on my uniform and go outside, you know. What kind of embarrassment? Now you have everybody in our neighborhood that look on our house, right? Them a laugh after we on these. I don't give a me no business, me no you know, that kind of stuff. That's how it was described. And he hung in there from them young age. I'm guessing he was probably saying to himself, me I give her time for mature. Me I give her time for mature enough to show me like wife qualities. So years into the relationship now, as she hits 25, them age them decide say a time for married. We've been around this long, we've been working on it this long. Might as well go ahead and tie the knot and keep going, right? So they ties the knot and they keep going. Here we go. A few years later, he's dead. She's 33, from 25 to 33. He's dead. She killed him. And not only that, when I covered this story originally, it was multiple weapons that were used on him. because not only was he shot with his own service pistol, his head was beat in with a hammer. Rage. It takes a person with rage to do that. If you done the gun by you and then beat in your head with a hammer, and then I believe there was a machete there as well. I forgot. I would have to go back and visit the video because I actually took a picture of each instrument that law enforcement report said was used on this policeman. I mean, I said, how she use so much gun, machete, hammer, and him no use nothing? Like she don't have no scratch, no nothing. This not sound right. This really sound like she either catch him in him sleep and him get up and run, kind of frightened or something. End of the day. Now they have a new article out on her. Go see her in the Jamaica Observer, people. Shout out to the Jamaica Observer for being who they are. In the article in the Jamaica Observer, she spent a couple of days in the hospital because after she did that to her husband, she barricaded herself in a room in a them house, according to the police report. Barricaded herself in a back room in the house, and she wouldn't come out. And she slit her own wrist in there, so she had killed herself. Anyways, then broke down the door, went in there, got her, put her in the hospital, and then after she left the hospital, she was not charged. And then eventually, I think she was charged, but I don't know if she was let out on bail. So now they're saying they need a psychiatric evaluation to see if she is competent enough to plead. Like if she competent enough to plead guilty or not guilty, she competent enough to stand trial, or is she so far gone mentally that she's not capable? Hear me, I say. If this was a man that did that to a woman, right, and you use three different, you shoot her up, you beat her head in with the hammer, you chop her with machete, she collapse, run out of the house naked, and you come, them don't have a scratch on you, you go to prison from day one. And nobody don't want to know if you did have no mental issues or nothing. Then would I just say, yeah, him slash him wrist, say him I try kill himself, but we not believe him. I try make it look like a guilt I kill him. But there's a different energy to this wife. After doing her husband like this, there's a whole different energy to her. Kind of like Father's Day came around and I was watching The Gleaner and I saw there was a single father of 10 story. Matter of fact, I'm going to cover that story. Single father of 10. And you should see the comment section. Now, you would think a single father of 10 that women would say, yo, big up to that man, yeah. It wasn't after I said what I said, women started saying something to give him some credit. Single father of 10. Wow. Just like Divine Order just put, wow. I hope him learn to wrap it up. Single father of 10. No, man, you're big and careless. Single father of 10. The women weren't giving the man a praise. A single father of 10, you know. Enough women out there have one picnic and the man run we gone left you with the one picnic. Two picnic, never see them daddy yet or haven't seen him in years. And this man stand up for him 10. And I couldn't even give him a compliment. And it was Father's Day. I prefer to talk about how much picnic him have and why him have so many picnic. I hope him learn to wrap it up now. And this, that, and the other. So I'm saying, the energy is very different. See? This is like man can do no right while woman can do no wrong. The woman here murdered her husband. A good man. By many accounts. I haven't heard nobody say that one word. And you know, usually people would say, yeah, but that's how those narcissists are, or that's how those abusers are. They know how to turn it on outside, but inside their house, they're devils. Me don't want to hear that. Me don't want to hear that. If that was the case, the man here would have harassed her up in the house and she would have some kind of mark or something to prove it. Some women are like this. They will kill you if they don't get their way. Period. We've seen it before. What if them know that them a wife? And my name up on the insurance for beneficiary? Them start planning you out of them life. How when you exit, the new man are gonna come and sleep right in that same bed here. We're gonna drive them same 2 car there in the driveway, cook on the same stove there, sit down and watch TV on the same couch there. Just not you. It'll be my new man. So I gotta figure out how to get you the hell up out of here. Yeah, wickedness. And then me I gonna have money because the life insurance policy I got cash out. And I'm good to go. May I tell the man them this morning to be careful and watch who you with. I'm also telling the woman them, split justice. Be fair in your reasoning. It can't be that men are always wrong and women are always right. There's no way in the universe it can be that way. Matter of fact, if you find yourself being the type of person that is always right, go get yourself some help. You hear what I just said? If you find yourself being the type of person who is always right, go get yourself some help because you're living in it and can't even see it. None of us are always right. And good people know when to say, damn, you know what? I was wrong. Man, all right, bigger than that, I apologize. You ever see some people that can't apologize and them never wrong yet? She did one of those people. The police them that he works with said he was planning on leaving her. She took sick. And I saw the man go back in the house. Him did left. Left her with the house too. Move out. And I give her fair time for left. And she took sick. And he went back. Them say, why you go back? Him say, me not bothered with the divorce thing. She just need somebody for love and care for her. And shortly after that, him up on front page, dead, naked at his property gate. Head beating, gunshot up, cut up. Can't make this up. I'll be staying with this story. So like I tell people all the time, hit the like, subscribe, all that stuff. But hit the bell next to all that so you're notified when we do an update to any of these stories. Let's see if they call her crazy and let her walk. Our last call for the morning. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, SouFlo.
Good morning, family. I'm doing all right. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm calling from Connecticut.
Ah.
Yes, I'm calling Constable Blair there. He was a dear sweet.
Yes, Damian Blair.
Yes, I happen to know him very well.
You know him personally?
Yes, I used to work at the hospital in Mandeville, and one of my jobs was to take care of the police, this police certificate to go to court. And one day he was stationed in Williamsville, and one day he came to the office, and he was looking for me, and he didn't see me, and he never asked the staff for me. I was on the maternity ward registering with the babies, and I could remember one of the staff members said, called me and said, one policeman has look for what you know, say nothing but my peep through the window, you know. And so when I came up to see him, I said, Mr. Blair, why didn't you ask them they would have given you the certificate? He said, Miss Cohen, you used to, a weird plan.
Oh.
He was very nice. He'll be buried next month on the 15th. I'm sorry I couldn't get to go to the funeral, but I sent some money down yesterday to a police inspector lady in Mandeville there to buy some wreath to put on his grave.
Right.
He never talked much.
Yeah, that's what they said. They said he was a person that internalized a lot. He didn't talk much,
Yes,
and he
was
was
a
and
hardworking person too.
that's what they said as
He
well.
does his farming and rear his chicken. He didn't depend on the salary because police don't really get money in Jamaica. My kid's father was a cop too, and they didn't get much money.
Wow.
And I do have a few friends who are still serving members, including family members.
Was he ever like an aggressive kind of person around you?
No, if you happen to have close to know him, he hardly talk much.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he had made any case.
Yeah, that's what they said. He was very like, I don't want to describe him as no feeble or nothing, but they said he was like very soft spoken and very calm in nature. Like he wasn't the kind of person to get aggressive over anything.
No, and I got a picture of how the wife knocked him in the head with the hammer.
Right.
I have two sons. I would never want anybody to do my two sons like that. I understand that she's out of the hospital and she's in the custody of the police. She's at Taurus.
Right. So they still have her.
But she knew what she was doing. She's not mental.
Yeah, she knew what she was doing up until the time now for her to be charged with murder, and now...
Yeah, she damn well know what she was doing, excuse my expression.
But she made threats all along. She was going to do it one day. That's the thing. You know, they have a saying, right? When people show you who they are, believe them. Well, listen to their words, especially when they say stuff when they're angry. When them say them things that don't make it just disappear later. Keep focused on it.
You think that hurt me is not that she shot him, but the way she used the hammer and knocked him in the head. I got the picture. Another policeman sent me the picture, and I looked at it. My heart broke when I saw poor Damien on the ground. He's a human being. You don't have to do people like that. What kind of heart that woman had?
Her rage and anger.
And if Damian was the one who did that to her, every policeman, like the young lady Donnelly, the young man in custody there, the people who qualify on him, every police would be the wickedest person on the face of the earth. He would be the wickedest officer. Oh, our police is wicked and this and that. And nobody say nothing about this woman that did this injustice to him.
Boy, it's crazy. Like I was saying earlier, right? Women are always right and men are always wrong. That's how society has been geared now. You know, if anything bad come up, it must be the man's fault. If relationship end, is him do it. It's crazy. It's not.
I don't know what was wrong with Blair, but he was so quiet. You see him walking by himself. You never see him in anybody. You never see him in. And my children's father, when he was a serving member, he was that type of person too. He walked by himself. He was a corporal. He was higher than him. He just walked by himself and don't really talk up to people more than some.
The other officers said they were aware of her all these years and they've been trying to encourage him to leave her all these years. One of them said he even told him that you hear that threat, you hear she keep on and say about she'll kill you one day. Mind, you know. And look, it happened. And he's shocked that he's not that shocked.
Well, maybe he had loved her, because they say love is blind, Maybe he had loved her in a way, that, it's his wife. He's not that policeman would run up and down with people and all those things. With women, I don't seem like that type of person.
Why?
I always seem to himself.
All right, family. You have a wonderful day, yes?
Same to you and to you and your family.
All right, blessings.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, like I said, people are calling in and people have been saying, and it's in the listen, when people talk to everybody about you, everybody cannot tell a lie, right? And I said the same thing. So, but we're gonna leave it at that this morning. Manners and respect to each and every one of you for tuning in. Lovely Aneka just posted her link on the comment section. Scroll down for those of you who are gone way up at the top. Hit her link and head over to her channel and hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. Somebody says 1,200 and something people watching and only 400 and something likes. Please get the likes up on this video. before you go out of here. I appreciate y'all, whether you hit the like button or not. All right? I'm not the type to wake up every day and beg if you hit it. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. We love what we do, and we're sustained by the Most High, so we'll be here again. Big up on yourself. Have a wonderful weekend. Surround yourself with good people, with people that love you, and with people that you love. Lift your vibration. If you don't have that, it's okay to be by yourself. Fix a drink, get in the bathtub, read a book, spend some time alone, and get to know you. You can't love nobody else till you learn to love yourself first. All right? God go with you. I'm out. Peace.